into myself. What a wonderful world.
Hello, everybody!
Welcome back to DJ
Talk.
Talk.
It's been one hell. We skipped all of February.
And we're back. Sorry
Hope
for
you
your
guys
ears.
missed us. We are live on TikTok.
In her new apartment.
Yes!
Woo!
All we've been talking about for like ever. First, it was like, okay, the day I do get an apartment. Now, it's crap. I have to move to. Here we are.
It's been a long February.
Oh my god.
But we're okay. We're good.
For me, it's been a long November, December, January, like 3 months.
Yeah, but we're here now. You see? There's always a rainbow at the end of a dark bridge. Or a tunnel.
When I first moved in, which, by the way, this still feels weird to me. I'm not going to lie. I still feel like I'm house sitting. I don't feel like it's my place, even though I just paid rent like twice pretty much.
Yeah, but still, it's still like different
It's
for
just
you.
weird.
Yeah.
But remember when I first walked in, I'm like, this looks a lot smaller than what I thought. And actually, I'm loving it. I'm loving the space.
As long as you're happy.
Does that mean you don't like it?
No, I love it. I like it because it's
like
it's tiny, but it's cute.
not bad for a first
It's
apartment.
not tiny. I mean, it's good for one person.
Yeah.
Maybe
Do I wish
maybe
I had
two.
more space though, like storage space. Yes, because I feel like storage-wise, I don't have enough.
Yeah, but that's okay.
But it's all good.
It's all good. You have a place to stay, a roof over your head,
Thank God. Food. We just make
Hallelujah.
quesadillas, little snack,
and coffee.
and coffee.
And some
I didn't
cold
have
coffee.
I should make my coffee. I'll go back to that later.
But anyway, so rewind to our last podcast. We were talking about how Ariana's turning 1 and that you were moving in. But
yeah, then I had the high school social. Then it was Ari's birthday. Then it was me moving.
Yeah.
So
And
a lot happened.
but Ariana's birthday turned out really cute. It was adorable. I love the decorations. I love how everything came out.
It was so pretty.
Yeah, and it was like Winter Wonderland themed. I don't know if I talked about that, but it was lavender and silver and white, and there's a lot of like nice decorations around the house.
It was really pretty.
So
It was really pretty.
I loved it. It was really cute.
Like, you literally walked in, it's like, aww.
I had like a little oh my god, snowflake dress. Chris had like a snowman vest or top, but it was like a dressy top. But I realized like days before the party that I had snowman holding skull heads.
Oh my, I didn't even realize that.
I didn't say anything because I didn't want anybody to notice, but I
didn't
just
even
realized
notice that. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go back on that and look at that.
Yeah, so it was pretty funny, but no one noticed it. But it looked great on him. It looked everybody dressed up really
Ari
cute.
was so pretty. Mackenzie was so cute. She was like really excited. She's like, "Oh, sister's birthday! Sister's birthday! Sister's birthday!" Like,
She helped blow out the candle because Ariana doesn't know how to do that yet. But
Ari also had a stink face.
Yeah.
And we were singing "Happy Birthday."
oh yeah, and then she ate the cake, and I'm like, everybody rush, get the pictures in before she started crying. So as she was eating cake, we were taking pictures with her.
But it's funny because she was eating cake, and then like at first she took like one little bite, like, "What the hell is this?" And
But
she
then-
went in like more than what Mackenzie did on her first.
Yeah, Mackenzie was just like,
Whatever. And then we're all like, "Yay, Ari!" And she was like eating her cake and looking at us like, "Why is this like a big deal? Like, I'm just eating cake."
yeah. So
I
but
love it though. It was such a good time.
it turned out really cute.
I can't believe she's won.
Everything, the setup, the decorations. Shout out to Migdalia
Yay! Shout out.
for making
Setting-
everything happen.
Yeah.
So, and the
Shout out
cake
to
came out
her.
delicious. Shout out to that cake bakery,
Anybody that's local in Jersey,
Crystal's Bakery.
in Saraville, off
Yes.
of Main Street. Honestly,
The best.
I'm not being biased. My mom's cake is the best because she makes it out of scratch and it's like perfect.
She's
right?
like number 1 on
Yeah.
our list.
And we've gone places where like, yeah, the cake is good. Don't get me wrong, but this one was like very close to what or how my mom makes it. And I was like, oh,
It tasted almost exactly the same, but just the dough was a little dry.
Yeah.
Because Mom used something into...
Yeah,
I'm not giving away her secret ingredient, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what she did, but...
I know what she did.
It was so freaking good. And I eat cake, but, like, that night I had probably like 2 or 3 slices because it reminded me of Mom's cake.
Yeah, it was really good. So I'm proud of that. I'm happy with that. But everything turned out great. I loved it.
It was good.
So until next birthdays.
Who's next?
Chris is
what's
next, today?
No? Chris is next.
March. No, Mom's next.
Mom's next Monday.
Yeah. Mom, March, April, May. May is Chris.
June, July.
Dad.
Yeah. And then August.
August, September, and then Mackenzie's.
September.
I have to plan Mackenzie's birthday party.
Then my birthday, your birthday, back to Ari.
Mm-hmm.
Ari starts off the year. You end the year.
Oh, that's fine.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But
it was good.
But yeah, it was good.
And then after that, it was...
just unpacking and getting everything put together. That's probably that we haven't been on because this one needed help.
No, after that, it was full on packing mode.
Yeah.
And it was, I was really stressed out. Like, between having to work almost 12 hours and come home and try to pack, try to organize. On top of that, throw out a lot of stuff.
I feel like there was other things that we had to do in February.
I forgot.
I have to look into my calendar and I have everything set up. But
it was just like too much going on and too much chaos. And
yeah.
I was really stressed out. And I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. My sister was like, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Like, she encouraged me a lot to keep going because it was stressful. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I just need this nightmare to be over. I went from the old apartment to my dad's and then from my dad's to come here. So it was like double the move, really annoying. It was really stressful. I just didn't even want to do it anymore. I was like, screw this.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. I don't want to move ever again in my life. If I had money, I'll pay somebody to pack my stuff up, put it in the truck, organized, by the way, and then move it into the new place and organize that. So the story with the moving truck, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. So my dad had these guys come. I don't know if they were from a moving company. I wasn't there at the time when it happened.
I don't think so. I feel like it was just friends.
I don't know.
I have a feeling it's just his friends that he knew.
Maybe.
That just kind of like helped, quote unquote, but made everything much worse.
But that morning they were coming and I had to go to work and I told my dad, this section here, this pile... Which you should have put in your car. Which had 2 black totes that I brought from work, which had clothes for me to use at my dad's. Because the plan was to leave my stuff in the truck for 2 weeks and then just unload it. So I'm like, okay, 1 trip, perfect. So I separated things that I needed. So I separated 2 totes with clothes, and then I separated my duffel bag, my book bag, and then that was my mistake too because I thought I packed my laptop in my car. I thought I had it with me. And I thought I put it in my book bag. Because usually I'll put it in my book bag when I used to go to your house to record. So I thought I already had to put it in there. So I was like, okay, I didn't even think about it. But I put everything to the side. I said, Dad, don't touch this pile. He goes, no, I'm going to tell him not to touch it. Long and behold, later on in the day, I was like, where are the 2 totes? Where's the bucket, the other bag?
Did you say bucket?
And I'm left with my little luggage and my book bag. And a duffel bag. I was like, where's the rest of my stuff? Like, where are my work sneakers? Like, where are my work clothes? And I was like, what the hell? And he goes, I told him not to touch it. I told him so many times, don't touch this pile. It's for my daughter. She's going to keep it in the car. Meanwhile, my car was already, like, jam-packed with stuff. And then the day comes, and the Sunday after, the only reason why I remember about the laptop is because the Sunday after I went into my book bag, I'm like, where's my laptop?
I think we were about to podcast that day, too.
Yeah, and I checked the car to check the car. I went back home, and I'm like, let me check the luggage. I checked everything. I'm like, dude, I don't have my laptop. And I thought, where's my laptop?
So the laptop is missing for, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah, like 2 weeks. Almost 2.5 weeks.
And that was, like, most of February.
And then I was like, if I lost that laptop, I literally just got it, like, last year. If I lost it, like, we're screwed because we can't podcast anymore until I get a new one. Yeah. And the day that I moved in, opened up the truck, my sister was like, just put on this face like, oh, shit, pretty much. Mm-hmm. When I tell you that everything was literally thrown in there. They ruined my dresser. They ruined my table stand.
Yep.
They broke. I don't know what broke. I had a little nightstand. I threw it out. I'm like, I don't even bother. I'm not even bother fixing it. I was praying to God that my laptop was in that truck somewhere. My mattress, when I specifically put a mattress plastic cover on it.
To protect it.
To protect it. No, they didn't do it. They threw that to the side and threw my mattress in the truck face down.
And then all the wood pieces from the dressers and the stuff.
Yeah, like the wood chips was like in the
stuck
mattress.
to it. So I had to like lint roll it.
And it was dirty, so I had to clean it. And I'm like, oh my God. Everything that I had packed for on the side was all the way in the back on the bottom. So I was like, okay, great.
So that was like the first thing they put in.
Yeah, pretty much. And I found my little bag. Meanwhile, my coffee maker, my Keurig machine was like on the floor. And then what else was on the floor? I had to throw.
Did Dad ever find those phones?
I don't think so. I told him to call them. But see, this is the thing. Like, I don't know what these people did. So then I was digging through the pile and digging and just, like, literally climbing over it. I'm like, who loads a truck like this? Like, it was, like, the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And my OCD kicked in. My anxiety kicked in. And I was like, this is so unorganized and everything's such a mess. And I was like, whatever. Then, long and behold, at the back of the truck, on the bottom was my laptop.
Well, actually, it would be, like, towards the front. Because that would be, like, the first thing they packed.
But they didn't notice. Thank God that my laptop has a plastic protective cover on it. And it's inside a case that's, like, foam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was protected. But when I opened it, I'm like, please. It still could crack. I'm not saying because the way they threw everything in there. So I opened it and it wasn't cracked. I was like, okay, let me put it to charge to see if it actually worked. And thank God.
And it turned on.
I was like, oh, my God.
And God said, let there be light.
Yeah. And then after that, it was just unpacking and sleeping on the floor, boxes everywhere, things everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I still have, like, maybe, like, little things to do left, but 98% of this apartment's done. I just have to hang stuff, make it more homey, I guess you can call it. I got a free couch, which we're sitting on, which is really comfortable. I got a free coffee table from my friend Jen, who's now my neighbor.
Shout out to them.
Jen. I got the couch from Rachel. Shout out to Rachel. Thank you so much. Because sleeping on the floor was getting a little bit, not sleeping.
You were not sleeping on the floor. You had your bed already made up.
No, I'm talking about, I mean sleeping. I mean, like, sitting and trying to watch TV on the floor was getting a little uncomfortable. And I would lay down.
Yeah, but like, you actually fell asleep on the floor. I know that.
I did, though.
I know.
Exactly. And then I remember one day I said, I was eating dinner. I was looking around. I'm like, okay, my OCD definitely kicked in. I said, I have to clear up more boxes. One box led to another, led to another, led to another. Next thing you know, it was like 12 a.m. and I had to be at work at 6. I was like, maybe I should go to bed at this point.
I hate when that happens.
And then after that, you came and helped me with the last few, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then now we're here.
We're here.
So, yeah, guys, it's been very chaotic, very stressful. I'm exhausted. I don't want to move. Serious. I'm dead serious. If I had money, I'll pay somebody next time if I have to move. I'll pay you.
Paying company.
I swear to God, I will pay.
Like an actual company, like professional.
And have them pack for me and have... No, I mean, packing, I'll do it. Whatever. It's not a big deal. But just help me move and put it in the right spot. That's it. Organize. Don't break my stuff.
And unpack it when you get there.
Like, I'm going to have to get a new dresser at some point because they did damage it. But right now I'm just, like, low-key buying little things at a time because everything's so expensive. So I'm trying to save up little things here and there. You know, people ask me what I need, and I'm like, well, I have an Amazon wish list, if anything, or gift cards, like to ShopRite or Marshalls or TJ Maxx, stuff like that. Home stuff. But if not, I'm not expecting it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, whatever I can buy. But right now, it's just trying to keep up with rent and car payment and adjusting to all that fun stuff.
Adult life.
Being adult.
Hashtag adulting.
Huh?
Hashtag adulting.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to adult anymore.
But
I don't want to be an adult.
So, for that being said,
that's what's been going on. So
let's go into our topic of the day.
So me and my sister talked about this like 2-3 weeks ago. About before we get into the whole Justin Bieber drama.
That's later.
The topic of, I don't know how we came up with this. If your significant other.
No, it's called, is he guilty? Is she guilty? Or both?
That. There you go. We're gonna
basically about infidelity.
We're going to go into
infidelity? How you say it?
If you guys hear music in the background, just FYI, we're playing music in the background. So.
And we do not own the copyrights of these music.
No, we don't. It's just, I'm playing off my Spotify, so.
But alright, so is he guilty, is she guilty, or both?
So the situation is, if your significant other, male, female, whichever, vice versa, if they are cheating on you, let's say your boyfriend is cheating on you with another girl, the girl has no idea.
Well, we have to come up with scenarios because there's a whole lot of different scenarios that could happen with this topic. Either she never knew because he lied, or she did know, but still went along with it, or she pressured him to do, not pressured, but like kind of like coaxed him into doing it, into cheating or like kind of encouraged him to cheat it.
Because I've heard
so there's different scenarios.
I've heard this on a podcast before where like somebody mentioned that, that this girl was dating somebody, and then this other girl came up to her and was like, "Why are you dating my husband?" And she said that she had absolutely no idea that he was married because he never wore a wedding ring and never seemed suspicious or anything.
So that's one. What's that called? Scenario. Number one scenario, the girl never knew.
So, you being the wife, let's say, how would you react if some girl said, "I'm sleeping with your, I'm his girlfriend"? No, if you found out he was cheating on you with her, and then she said, "I had absolutely zero idea that he was married."
I'll believe her. Well,
I
have to see the whole story. I have to see from this. I have to get her to tell me everything that happened. If she's open about telling me everything and was "Yeah, I'll give you all the information," that I'm freaking
as in proof, show proof, because there could be screenshots, video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she could have proof and all that. So I can't blame the girl. I don't know why everybody just goes straight to the girl or the man or vice versa or significant other. But let's say if Chris was cheating on me with the girl, blah blah blah. The girl never knew that he had wife and kids. And then she tells me, or I find out and I start talking to her, and she shows me everything, all the information, all that he started everything. Then I'm not going to attack her for it.
But even if she started everything, she basically didn't know. She didn't know that he was married. You know what I mean? So that's kind of rough.
If she keeps telling me that, she didn't know, then I'm not going to attack her for it. But, just talk to me. Be open about it. Don't lie to me about things.
Did you ever see that movie, The Other Woman?
No.
With Cameron Diaz?
No.
Watch it. It's actually pretty good. It talks about how this lady, she's married, but she is dating the husband, has no idea that he's married, and she's talking about engagement with this guy. And then finds out that she's the wife, because she shows up kind of in role play. I don't know if she's in a cop outfit, I don't know, some outfit to role play. Showed up at the house, and the wife opens the door, and that's how she found out. She played it off oh, sorry, wrong house or something like that.
Well, don't spoil it for me.
And then, no, but it's really good, because then it ends up where...
No. Don't tell me the ending.
It's actually really good. It's actually a really good movie. And there's a plot twist in the middle where I'm like, oh, damn. It was actually a good movie.
I would not attack the girl for it,
I wouldn't attack her at first. But then if I do come to find out, let's say the other scenario where she knows he's married, she knows he has kids.
If she knew it, then yes, that would be different, because why you keep egging it on? Or, like, there's one time, okay, I'm going to just tell a story that I caught someone cheating. So we were at the beach. It was Monday. I remember this. I don't know why I remember this, but it was on Monday. It was my day off.
Did you play hooky?
No. Oh. I was with the doctor, one of the doctors, and one of my coworkers at the time.
I'm gonna get cold.
We went to the beach, and, you know, we went to, I don't know, one of the major mean beaches in Jersey, whatever.
Long Branch or something like that?
Something like that. And then, so we went, and I think it was Long Branch, or Belmar. One of those things.
You used to go to Belmar a lot.
Yeah, so I think it was, no, Avon.
Avon by the sea?
Avon by the Sea Beach. So we went. It was like early morning, of course, because, you know, you want to be kind of like the first ones there, and you don't want to be there too late because of the sun, whatever. So we find a spot. It was near the water, and we were just chilling, hanging out, talking. I'm looking around, and then, like, I see some guy come, like, towards behind me. So I looked at him, and he was with someone else, and I was like, no, well, I didn't know, like, how. Well, maybe I did know his wife, because I think I met her. Yeah. So I did remember his wife, but I thought that I knew she had dark hair. So, but anyway, so he was passing by, and I looked back at him. I'm like, he looks so familiar, because I remember his tattoo on his arm, on his left arm. And I looked at him. I'm like, he looks so familiar. So He went like kind of more towards my right and more towards the closer to the water. And I keep looking at him like, who is this? And he was, mind you, he was with the girl who was blonde. So I was like, why do I have this instinct of knowing this person? So I'm like texting somebody. I'm not going to mention names in this story because I don't want anybody be called out or anything like that.
But do you think this person actually knows of the situation at this point?
What do you mean?
Alright, finish the story. I'll tell
Okay.
you.
So I text this person who knows the person who I'm thinking of. So when I was trying to film the beach, like to make a, I'm trying to film the whole thing and kind of like get like scenario pictures and all that stuff and all that. So I'm trying to get that person into the video or the picture so I can like kind of zoom it in and screenshot it or whatever and send it to someone that I know. So I did that, and then I sent it to that person, and I'm like, is this the person who I think it is? And he like looks and he calls me. He's like, where are you right now? I'm like, I'm at the beach. And he's like, that is him. I'm like, no, it's not.
Wasn't he supposed to be working that day?
He was supposed to be working because he told me on the phone, he was like, okay, wait, let me call him up because he's supposed to be working right now. So he hangs up the phone. And in between that I think he called him and he didn't pick up. So his mistress, right, comes up to me, was like, it's against the law for taking pictures of somebody else. It's evasion of privacy. And she starts bashing me about it. I'm like, I wasn't taking pictures of you, first of all. And second of all, I was taking pictures of the beach. And then, like, whatever. She kind of, like, gave me a little attitude, thinks that she's all that, and, like, was about to, like, quote-unquote beat me up. Mm-hmm. And, but at that point, I was scared to stand up for myself. So, but now I'm like,
you should have.
I'll speak up. But anyways, so she walked away, and then I'm like looking at the doctor and my coworker. I'm like, why is she being all what is that called? Defensive and like, what is that called? When you're not doing something right.
Oh, guilty.
Like guilty and stuff like that. Like she just felt like so. What is that called? There's a word for it, but anyways. So I called Chris back.
What's it called? You feel paranoid.
Yes, all paranoid and all that. Okay, I was like, oh my god. So I called that person back, and I was like, listen, I'm like, is this really who it is? And then he's like, yeah, it is. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, he's with somebody else right now. He's with a blonde girl. And I remember his wife being, dark haired. And he was like, no way. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm just witnessing someone cheating on their wife right now, right this second. And I mean, I felt terrible because I was there, and it's like one of those situations I don't want to, because I didn't know the wife at all.
So then what do you do in that situation then? Do you tell the wife that she's being cheated on, or their girlfriend? Do you want to get involved?
But wait.
Or do you shut your mouth and not say anything?
I'm going to get back to that question because let me tell you something juicy. But so whatever, time flew by, and after that person called him, he left the beach, right? Because he knew he got caught. But anyways, I go home. I guess that person gave my number to him, because I guess he wanted to talk to me. He was like, "Oh, can you delete those pictures and all that stuff?"
Nope.
And I'm like, Yeah, but I said I did, but I don't remember if I did or not. But anyways,
I think you said you did, just to get him off your back.
Yeah. So maybe a week or two passes by, and I don't know if I should mention more names.
Don't say names.
Okay. That person was like, "Oh, do you want to go to this Gabriel Iglesias show to see him, whatever, like the comedian?" I was like, "Sure, let's go, whatever." And then, lo and behold, guess who was there?
Bro, that is so awkward.
He was there with his wife.
Bro, I would be like
his wife. And
I would be not paranoid, but I'd feel so guilty. I'd be like,
My heart sank to the floor. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't want to ruin the night, and I don't want to be in the middle, and I don't want to be that home wrecker.
But that's the thing. That's my thing. Are you you're not really the home wrecker because you're not the one doing the deed, let's say.
But they also have kids. And so that night when he came up to me, he was like, "Oh, hi, JB, how you doing?" I'm like, now you're being all nice to me.
Didn't he
and all
offer
that
to
stuff.
buy you a drink or something like that?
Yeah, he was like, "I'll get you whatever you want, anything in the bar or whatever." I'm like, "No, I'm okay." And then during the show, she sits right next to me.
Bro!
I was like, oh my God. I was like...
I think that was your sign to be like, listen, I gotta talk to you later.
I wanted to say something so bad.
Well, with the person that you went with, what did they suggest to do?
Not to say anything because... also, tricky. I didn't want to make a scene. We were in a public place. I'm not going to do her like
in that moment right there, but...
No, I know, but we were out, and I didn't want to ruin the night. I don't know. It's a hard situation because I did really want to tell her, like I should have, but then again, I don't know. I just, and also I don't think I had the evidence for it.
So you did delete
I think I did delete it, but... So I didn't want to be like, oh, he's doing this, and that without any evidence, Like, I didn't want to. But that was an awkward situation for me, and then I never seen him again.
My thing is...
So that was a tough situation. I don't know. I should have said something, but then again...
So, then, do you think... Because that was, 2 years ago?
No, it was more than that.
Do you think by now maybe she knows something?
I think they're still together.
Okay. No,
so maybe not.
They're probably not.
I hope he changed his ways after that because
that probably
I think that was
I
think that was a wake up call for him, hopefully. I did ask that other person. I was like, "Hey, do you know if they're still together?" He's like, "I don't know. I haven't, So, I don't know.
Some people just still do it. I don't know.
But I guess that mistress knew that he was cheating on the wife because she came up to me all paranoid.
Oh, she definitely knew.
She definitely knew.
You don't act like that. You don't act like that at all if you weren't guilty of it.
Yeah. So she knew, and that's messed up on her end because she knew that he had a wife and kids.
Damn.
But yeah.
I don't even know how we got into this topic 2-3 weeks ago. I think we saw TikTok or something like that. I forgot how we even thought about it. And I said, oh my gosh, we have to talk about it on our next podcast. I don't remember
what brought it up, but yeah, I would not get mad at the significant or that person that, let's say if Chris was cheating on me.
Let's say I'm not your sister. I'm like a friend, and that situation happened to me. So now Chris is over there with somebody else. He's supposed to be at work, right? And then the other girl comes up to me and says, "Please don't take pictures." Now, would you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
So you would want to know.
I do want to know.
Would you kill the messenger?
No.
A lot of people do that. They get mad at
That's the thing. That I wouldn't want to. I'm not going to kill the messenger. What do they do?
Because some people do. They get mad at the messenger.
But why? Because you're the person.
Why are you getting involved and all that? Which then, when people say that, like, why are you getting involved?
But that's like, what's that called?
It's kind of like, so do you know that he's cheating and you don't want to admit it?
No, it's kind of like, what's that called? Not admitting to.
Like denial?
In denial.
Get it.
Or like it's like a reaction to them finding out that their spouse or whatever was cheating, and they're just really upset and just kind of taking out on the messenger.
Probably.
But I wouldn't get mad at the messenger. I would just start crying. And
that movie, you just have to watch it. If you can watch today or whatever, it's really good. I actually liked it a lot. I didn't think I would, but I liked it. It was really interesting.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Now let's say if they both knew, I would have. Oh my god, I don't know.
Then there should be. If they both knew, then there should be a thing where it's like, okay, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know that saying, whatever.
Never heard of that.
You can't like do both at the same time. Let's say like you can't get away with murder
unless you're polygamy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. If you want like sister wives or something, but it's like if you both know, like the whole Chris Watts thing. Like I hate to go there, but I feel like I have to go there. She knew he had a wife and kids. She's pregnant again.
Yeah, but he told her that they were in the middle of a divorce or stuff like that.
That either way, if I was her, I'd be like, I'm not dating you until I see proof that you are. You know what I mean? Like until I see that paperwork saying that you are like divorced, I'm not dating you.
I know, but some men can be really convincing and say stuff like that.
On his end, if he wanted to just be with her, right? You didn't have to kill your family.
No.
Just divorce her. You want to be a deadbeat dad and not be in the girl's life, and then the little baby. Fine, whatever. It pisses me off that you don't want to be in your kid's life, but you didn't have to go to the extreme where you have to kill him just to be with the mistress. You know what I mean?
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just thinking, I just thought about something about what Chris Rock, if whoever watched his comedy show yesterday. It just kind of like popped in my head. Don't ruin
it for me because I started watching it.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm laughing at one of his jokes. So don't bash me for laughing of Chris Watts because the Chris Watts story just pisses me off and it's just like it aggravates me. But I was just laughing in my head because of the fact of what Chris Rock, the comedian, said when it was one of his jokes yesterday. But it was something similar about this topic. But it just popped in my head. I would say it, but you didn't watch it.
I think it's the point where.
But yeah. So if they both knew, I mean,
just leave the other person because I feel like you can't.
I feel like cheating is a lot of work.
It's a lot of lies.
Right? It's like you have to like cover up a lot of things.
Like it starts with one little one, then it just builds from there. And then if you lose control of it at some point, you're done.
Yeah. Like everybody's gonna get caught eventually. Like the guy at the beach. Who knew how long he was cheating on his wife for. But
why didn't you go to okay, first of all, why would you go to Belmar?
No, Avon.
Avon. When you know everybody goes there.
No. Avon, I didn't know that. I didn't know about that beach until my coworker took me to that beach.
But Avon, Belmar, Point Pleasant, and Long Branch, I feel, are like the 4 main beaches that everybody goes to. And Seaside. Go somewhere where like nobody goes to.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
But it was on a Monday, so what? Like who goes on the beach on a Monday? That's the thing.
Find a different beach.
It's just Monday. No one really goes to the beach on Mondays. It was actually like not. It was pretty empty. It was only a few people there.
I would like to go to the beach this summer.
I don't.
You hate the beach.
I hate the beach.
I want to go. I might do one day and call out work, do a mental health day. Listen, my boss, he always told me, I hate it when people call and say that they're sick when they're really not. He goes, just tell me that you don't want to come in. Period. Mm-hmm. Because I'd rather you just tell me the truth than lie about being sick, because you're not really sick. He's like, that's why we have sick days, personal days, whatever, you know? I remember, when was it, like a few months ago when I took that random day off, I called him that morning, and I said, listen, I'm not coming in today. He's like, what's wrong? And I said, mentally, like, I'm not okay. Like, I'm tired, and I'm just, like, really out of it. So I'm like, I could go to work if you want me to, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be, like, mediocre work. I'm like, because mentally, I'm not okay today. He said, that's fine, stay home. He's like, will you be okay for tomorrow? I'm like, yep, I just need one day to not deal with anybody or anything right now. He's like, okay. He's like, thank you for being honest. I'm like, what am I going to tell you? I'm sick, I have a headache? No, I'm going to tell you, like, this is what's going on. But if you want me to come, I'll come. But it's just going to be half-ass work. That's it. And he's like, no, stay home. And that's what I like about my job. So I think I'm going to do another one like that. Remember the meme you sent me, the TikTok, where they call the boss, and they're like, I can't see?
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
No, but yeah, so I
it's a tricky topic. It's hard. So many scenarios, so many answers, so many ways to deal with it. Everybody's personality is different too. Because maybe like you could be like, oh, I won't get mad at her because she didn't know, but other people may be like, I still hate her. Like I'm still mad at her. You know what I mean? So it depends on, like, personality-wise, too, how you handle things.
I mean, I saw this guy. He was getting married. It was outside, like, outdoor wedding. And his mistress came. I don't know how she found out or whatever, but she ended up being there and saying all to the wife, like, this what's been happening and stuff like that. The day of the wedding? Yeah, the day of the wedding. Chill, bro. And then the wife just started screaming at him and like walking away, and I would too. Like if I were ever I will get married one day. I'm thinking, positive here. I will get married. But it's not like, let's say if Chris and I were getting married, and then some chick just comes randomly and be like, blah 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 blah. I mean, it's also kind of embarrassing because it's in front of everybody, like in front of your whole family and stuff like that. But I think in this scenario, if that were to happen, which I know it's not going to happen, but like, let's like put it in like a fantasy, or not a fantasy, like in the like whatever you call it,
universe.
Yeah. Let's say some girl comes up on a wedding day and starts saying, first of all, I feel bad for the girl because everybody's going to start pushing her out of the way because this family's freaking crazy. And then next thing you know, they're going to do something to Chris because this family's crazy.
I'd probably knee him in the balls and then punch him in the face.
So, but I know that would never happen because I know he's not like that. But
no, he's definitely not.
But I don't know. It's just crazy to even think about, like, people go through that.
I mean, I was cheated on by more than one woman, so. And I found out through messages. And lies, of course, so.
I was cheated on, too, actually. A long time ago. Not by Chris. My old boyfriend.
I was like, no. I'm about to drop this man and go punch him in the
face. Your face was like...
like, what the hell is that for? But, like, for cheating on her, like,
this was, like, way before, like, high school days, like, freshman year. It was, like, stupid crap.
Yeah, I was cheated on.
Stupid little relationships.
Very bad by, like, a lot of people.
But...
No, I mean, okay, let me rephrase that. I was cheated on by my ex, but with a lot of other women. There you go.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
So that's when I was like, mic drop. Bye.
Bye.
I don't want to hear it. I don't really care.
No, but, I mean...
It's hard. It's hard to go through it because you think
especially if there's kids involved, too.
Oh, that's really hard. That's really
like,
hard.
what do you say to your
kids?
You
don't think, like, it's just like, exactly, what do they say? Daddy has another girlfriend?
That's a sin. Oh my God, I don't even know. Let's say if like I would have to talk, I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. Like, so I don't want to like bash him in front of the kids because the kids. I'm not gonna put the kids through that.
No, the kids have nothing.
They don't really understand what all that means, and depending on age. I mean, if they're old enough, then yeah, they're old enough. But if they're young,
also too, like, maybe with older kids, like, if they see, like, their parents aren't happy, and, you know, they end up separating, like, sometimes they're just happy that they are separated, because it just works out better that way.
They hear a lot of yelling and screaming, and they don't want to, like, go through that. So, yeah, I would definitely feel bad for the kids. Like, and I wouldn't bash them about the father.
No,
like, I wouldn't tell my kids anything bad about, like, Chris, let's say.
Your dad's an a-hole.
No,
you know, like,
I would never do that, because it's not right, and it's...
Because you want to keep that relationship between them, however it was, and then if they get older and they see their dad differently, or whatever they think, then that's on them, because that's their perspective on how they see their dad, you know, with whatever changes and whatnot. But I wouldn't put things in their head to make them change their perspective on their dad.
And I'm not going to lie about it either, like, but I'm going to say in a way to kind of make sense for them. Or it could just be like, Mommy, Daddy don't like, you know, we're not getting along, stuff like that. But I would never be like, Dad cheated on me, and, like, he effed another woman, and now they're, No, I would never do that. I can't do that.
But, we have to touch this topic of the Justin Bieber thing, because this has been all over everywhere. I don't know. I haven't had the time to actually go and sit and research. You know more than I do.
For the most part. I don't know if it's true. I mean, like, I've seen, like, TikTok videos about it, but it can also be lies. But this is from what I saw. But it's Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber versus Selena Gomez. But also Kylie Jenner is involved, and Kendall.
Yeah, I don't know how they're involved.
So, well, Kendall used to date Justin, or hang out with Justin long way back when.
Oh, yeah, they were, like, really good friends.
But I think they were dating or something. I don't know. But, so then fast forward, then Justin and Selena were together. But from what I saw through TikTok, I don't know if it's true. Don't count me on it. Don't come at me. What was I saying? Oh, my God. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, they were together, but also he was not a citizen from to the United States, because he's from Canada, so he needed citizenship for for United States. So he, I think, wanted to marry Selena Gomez, but she didn't want that to happen. I don't know if it's because she didn't want to feel like she's being used, or what's it called? Or she just wanted to get married, I'm sorry. Like, the right way, not because he had to get citizenship. But I think he also did other things to kind of break it off. I'm not too completely sure. But anyway, so that's why Justin apparently got married so fast to Hailey Bieber, or to Hailey, because of the fact that he needed citizenship. And he doesn't really like Hailey, because there's a lot of videos of him with Hailey compared to Selena Gomez, and you can tell the major difference between him being with Hailey and him being with Selena. He definitely loved, or still probably loves, Selena.
That's what I was gonna ask. I think he still loves her.
And he has a tattoo of her on his arm.
I think she does of him too.
But I don't know if Selena covered it up, or I'm not too sure. But he keeps showing off that tattoo. But there's some pictures that Hailey is covering that tattoo up, because she knows I think she knew it's about Selena.
So I'm just pulling up an article. It says Selena Gomez fans convinced Justin Bieber sides with her amid Hailey drama. Her fans speculated that the singer's ex-boyfriend, Justin Bieber, has shown his support for by following her on Twitter. The pair were highly publicized on and off relationship, blah, blah. Since the Biebers wed, fans have speculated there is tension between Selena and Hailey, despite both women denying this. They have taken to dissecting their social media posts to find clues regarding their supposed feud. Dang.
Also, every time Selena does something, like a TV show, Cooking with TV show, or does like goes fishing or whatever. I saw Haley does everything the next day.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that she's copying
Selena Gomez
that
has a
she's
cooking
doing.
show, and then also now Haley has a cooking show.
And they say the way she like moves, like her facial expressions, the way she what else was it? The way she moves her arms, the way she does everything is exactly like Selena.
Selena forever, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I always thought they had to be together.
I feel like they were meant to be together, but like I said, like I don't know if Selena felt like she was being used, or she just didn't want. She wanted to probably get married the right way, or maybe she doesn't want to get married at all. Who knows? I don't know, but I wish Justin and Selena get back together.
I hope so.
But I think
so
also she
together.
also went through a lot of mental health issues too, and also Justin too.
Yeah, they both went through like really bad depression and like really bad like really like serious things, but they both got help for it though.
Yeah, and they seem a lot better now. But then also Haley's been with Kylie Jenner and Kendall. Mm-hmm. So Kylie is apparently best friends with Haley, and they were making fun of Selena and like through Twitters or stuff like that. But apparently Kylie kept saying, "Oh, that's nothing to do with Selena," but it clearly shows it that it is about her. And like Kendall and Haley did something to, I don't know. It was like, and they're making fun of Selena's weight, and that's effed up.
Yeah, but she has lupus.
That's the thing. She has lupus. She has like
she's like serious,
a disease, right?
You know, illness. Like it's not a joke.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I heard knocking. I'm like,
no,
your house is haunted.
Stop, because the first night I was here, I thought someone was coming to my house.
Thank you for the likes.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's one of the most messed up thing is talking about the weight. Like, stop talking about how heavy you are.
Weight, period, because you don't know what the hell they're going through.
No, and like everyone's beautiful the way that their own body is.
That's so sweet.
What? There's no reason to judge somebody of their body.
I mean, if you feel uncomfortable with your own body, like, you can do something about it.
Well, that's different. That's yourself, if that's what you want to improve. But for me, I love you for who you are. Just the way you are.
Oh, God, here we go. But see, did you also see that Haley lost almost 1 million?
Oh, my God. Haley is going downhill so
Selena's
bad.
Feud erupted last week, saying that she put something on social media. This Friday, Haley has been accused of bullying. Selena was not.
Also, Kylie's been losing a lot of fans too.
She's not number one anymore on Instagram. Somebody beat her to it.
I think Selena.
Somebody wrote in a TikTok comment, she had insisted that she has no bad blood with Selena, and the pop star backed up the Viber playing, agreed at Kylie Jenner, it's all unnecessary. I'm a fan of Kylie. That's what Selena wrote.
Oh.
But the same could be seemingly not said for Haley, with Selena fanning the flames just 2 days later when she commented on a resurfaced clip of her ex's clip.
You know what's funny? I saw this TikTok of this girl who reported Haley as copying, or what is that called? Oh, pretending to be a celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
Or pretending to be like someone else as a celebrity, and they wrote Selena Gomez and then blocked them. So I did the same thing on our both accounts on Instagram.
Well, it's so sad because like now, like
it is for Haley too. For Haley, I went on her page.
Yeah.
I put report, and you go to pretending to be someone else as a celebrity, whatever. You click on that and you put Selena Gomez.
You're crazy.
I submitted it and then I blocked her on both accounts.
Good.
Because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Haley. I'm sick of looking at her face. And I'm sorry to be bashing on somebody, but you need to, like, get off of Selena's back.
Seriously.
If this was not happening at all...
But you know what I heard, too? Is that she was a big... Because I heard this on a podcast the other day. She was a big fan of both of them.
Yeah. Because she was holding a little...
Yeah.
thing of like a magazine of both of them. But if this was not happening at all, like between the war, like feud, war, whatever, between Haley and Selena, then I would not like just bash on her. Like, just
like, there's a tweet, what she wrote. She said, I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is the definition of a teenage dream. This was before they... But see, now it's sad because Selena Gomez is not on social media for a while. I don't blame her. Because on top of having, like, lupus, like, that you don't feel good.
Yeah.
And that can cause, like, depression. And to see all this coming against you, like...
But Selena, it's like, it's not going against her. It's just, she should see like, everybody loves Selena. Everybody's basically on her side and not Hailey's.
No, I know, but she's just, like, I think she doesn't want to deal with it.
I mean, I get it, but, you know... But I have a feeling Justin and Hailey are going to get divorced soon. What do you think, Jillian? I feel like they're going to get divorced soon. Or maybe not, but... I don't know. Like I said before, if this was not happening, you know, I'm not going to just hate on somebody just by, you know, how they are and stuff like that. It's just... It's just because Hailey keeps talking crap about Selena and, like, or not talking about, like, directly, but you can tell it's definitely about Selena.
Well, that's what she wrote under her post with Justin Bieber. She wrote, ignoring the ongoing drama, Hailey captioned the post, 29 never looked so good. Happy birthday to you, best friend. Words couldn't possibly sum up all that you embody. So here's to more joy, more travel, yummy food, adventures, more peace, fun, and most of all, more love. And that's the day she's lost a million followers.
It's funny because there's a lot of pictures with Justin that are with Hailey, and he's not smiling. But if he's taking pictures of himself or, like, somebody else, he's hugging them and smiling and all that stuff.
Somebody wrote in a comment saying, happy birthday, Justin, and gift yourself divorce papers. One popular comment reads, another says, Justin, we freed Brittany. We can free you too. Someone else wrote, ha ha ha, the way you work so hard, you could get him all for yourself. Girl, everyone know he ain't into you. Oh my God. Definitely reminded me to unfollow. We don't follow mean girls.
Yeah.
Well, some people just wrote Team Selena. That's it. Justin did not like Hailey's post or acknowledge it in any way. The singer is also yet to acknowledge the ongoing drama between his wife and his ex. I think it's going to end up where they're going to... I mean, we could be wrong, but... Who wants it?
I don't know. It's just crazy. It's a whole crazy drama, and Chris is, like, sick of it. He's like, oh my God. And I'm, like, trying to tell him, like, oh my God, did you see this TikTok video? But, you know, they made songs of each other.
They did, because they still love each other.
Like, Ghost of You is definitely about Selena Gomez. But Hailey thinks it's about her. But it's really not.
Hailey needs to get off everybody's back and just leave. And then Justin and Selena just need to get back together.
And there was a video that Justin was talking about. He was being interviewed. And he was in the studio trying to record. And Hailey comes up. And she goes into the recording studio. And he's like, she makes me nervous, and blah, blah, blah. So I told her that to go home and get ready because we're going to go on a date. And he just made that up because he wanted her to leave so he could finish recording.
Oh.
He said that in an interview.
See, that's the thing. I don't think he really loved her at all. Because if you see the timeline...
2 months after Selena Gomez and him broke up.
If you see the timeline and you see pictures leading up to their marriage... He doesn't look happy. You don't see him being affectionate. You don't see him leaning on her. You don't really see much. You don't see so much of, like, him kissing her in public. I'm not saying they never did, but you can tell. But if you see it compared to Selena, I don't want to compare, but it is what it is.
No, but you can see the difference between him and Selena and him and Hailey.
Like, he loved her. And
Selena.
I think he still does.
I'm sure he still does.
Her. And
two months after they break up, like, you can't get over somebody that fast.
I think it probably was the legal stuff. I mean, we don't know. We can't really know what happened behind closed doors, but we're just going off what we're seeing and what we're hearing.
We should have Justin Bieber.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God,
we should have Justin Bieber and Selena on. We'll be like, guys, can you just get married now? Like, I really wish they would get back together, to be honest. But
I don't think that's gonna happen though. I think Selena's, like, kind of, like, at that point, like, she does not want to get back with him. I think he probably did some other things that made her... There can't be only one reason. There has to be multiple reasons why they're not together that we don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
So
because I know they both loved each other, and I think they still do. I mean, I think Selena, correct me if I'm wrong, I think one time she said, like, I still have love for him, but I don't know. Maybe I heard that somewhere mistakenly. I don't know. Don't quote me on it because now I don't remember exactly. I thought I heard something like that. But the drama's real.
But we'll come back to that and see. Hopefully there's some more news next week.
I do want to watch that Chris Rock thing, so we have to touch on that because I know he made comments about the slap.
He did.
So I really want to touch base.
And he made, oh my God, those comments, I was like, oh my God. I was shocked that he actually said those comments.
Saw like a little bit of it before you came, and the first thing he said was like, words, they don't hurt until, he goes, words hurt until you get punched in the face, and people were like, ooh.
Wait until later on towards the end.
Yo, he touched on that.
He says things that shocked me.
Like that when he talked about Meghan Markle, he goes, she talked about how people are being racist. He goes, did you ever hear of Google? You know who they are. They're the royal family.
I didn't see that part because when it was live, Chris and I were watching it in the living room, and we had to pause it because Ariana, so we had to bring her upstairs to go to sleep. And I'm like, well, let's just go upstairs and watch it. And then since it was technically live, we couldn't go back. No, it wouldn't let me.
Oh, because once it goes
live, wouldn't let me fast forward, but you can go back, but it would have to be all the way to the beginning. I was like, you know what, whatever. So we just watched it.
All right, so you had to watch that part then, because I was like, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
a whole royal family drama.
But that's next week or so.
Whenever. But we're back. Sorry guys for all the delay. But now we're definitely back.
We gotta wrap this up.
We have a laptop. We have a home.
We don't hear any baby crying in the background.
What we do need though is I really want to get that background and probably set it up here. You know, like the background with you know what I'm talking about with the neon light. If anybody wants to help us, I'm just kidding. That's really messed up.
Put it right there.
Yeah.
Against that wall.
And then we can podcast with that background instead of having my couch.
And we can sit on the floor. Too. Sit on the floor with the...
No. I want to do it where you have the background with the neon light.
I know, but
and
I'm
then have like
have
that table, like a mini table or something, and we just sit comfortable and have the microphone on the table.
So then you have to move the couch more forward.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's not a big deal. But anyways, till next time, peoples.
I can't guarantee you it's next week though.
Why not? What do you do next week? Oh, you're not here.
Well, I'm going to Florida from Friday to Sunday, but I'm coming back Sunday morning.
It's up to you how you feel.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
We don't have to podcast long. But I know people miss us. People have been asking. So here we are. Sorry, guys. It's been chaotic, but we're back for good. For sure.
We're back.
I'm not moving. I'm not losing my laptop. And everything is dandy. But until next time, guys, we love you. We hope you have a great week. Happy Sunday.
Thanks for sticking around, even though we haven't been on.
Yes, we're going to try to post more on social media to promote more. But if you guys can continue to help us out, please help us out.
We love y'all. Have a good night.
Sweet dreams.
Have a good week.
And see you next week on
DJ Talk.
Bye, guys.
Bye.